are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Marc of Horror, Viola, and Hugsy here to discuss the year 1987, which was a really good year for horror, as it turns out. Much of the 80s was, but 1987 in particular. Coming in at number 10 on the horror box office, a favorite of mine, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, which I have 2 steelbooks for. I had actually purchased the lovely Scream Factory steelbook.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Does steelbook mean it's really made out of steel like old lunchboxes were?
It's
like metal?
It's made out of metal. It's a specific term and a generic term. Most people use it to mean any metal casing for Blu-rays, but there are other ones that are metal. So generally, yes, it just means a metal container for Blu-rays. And then I got this lovely one after I got the Scream Factory one because it comes with Prince of Darkness in 4K, which hasn't been released in the United States. And for those who don't know, 4K movies are region-free. You can purchase a 4K movie anywhere in the world and it will play on your 4K player. Now, that said, the Blu-rays here will not play in a region-free player. The 4K will, but the Blu-rays won't. The Blu-rays are region-locked, but I have a region-free player. So, and let me tell you, this film looks gorgeous in 4K. Prince of Darkness.
Anyone in close proximity has the same dream.
What is it?
A secret that can no longer be kept. It started a month ago.
What started?
A change in the earth and the sky. His power.
There's a weird locking mechanism. Looks like it can only be opened from the inside.
A life form is growing out of prebiotic fluid. It's not winding down into disorder. It's self-organizing. It's becoming something. What?
Coming in at number 9, we have Clive Barker's masterpiece, Hellraiser. And while they show Pinhead, of course, the most famous of the Cenobites here, and he is in Hellraiser, the story of Hellraiser really isn't about the Cenobites. These are just the icing on an absolutely wonderfully delicious cake of lust, perversion, and murder. Plus Cenobites. Hellraiser.
I have seen the future of horror. His name is Clive Barker. have imagined. A nightmare.
No.
Unlike anything you have witnessed, is born. Because within these walls, the unholy is unleashed. Hellraiser, a film by Clive Barker.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, just beating out the incestuous antics of Clive Barker's Hellraiser are the incestuous antics of V.C. Andrews' Flowers in the Attic. However, they have pretty much sanitized the novel. Let me put it to you this way, it's rated PG-13. They pretty much sanitized the novel so that it's just some kids in trouble. I haven't watched the more recent remake with Heather Graham, which they turned into a series of movies. But this one, I don't know. If you haven't read the book, then perhaps you won't be disappointed. But if you have read the book, you're going to be disappointed. Flowers in the Attic.
They have come to seek refuge, where family secrets are kept, where the future is haunted by the past, where the innocent live in the shadow of sin, where a dark legacy awaits to destroy all who defy it. The one truth they have yet to face. My God. Is the terror no one could imagine.
Mama?
Flowers in the Attic. Victoria Tennant. Academy Award winner Louise Fletcher. Based on the bestsellers that have shocked 40 million readers worldwide. Flowers in the Attic.
Well, apparently, this year is all about sex. Coming in number 7, Angel Heart, which is a really good story, has a really good storyline, it's a really good period piece, it's beautifully filmed, and no one remembers any of that, because if you were around when this was released, Lisa Bonet was in a sex scene with Mickey Rourke in it, being much, much younger. And they had to trim 10 seconds from the sex scene in order to get this an R rating. Otherwise, it would have been an NC-17. And then after that, pretty much immediately after that, Lisa Bonet and The Cosby Show parted ways. I'll let you draw your own conclusions, but I can only guess that they were not too happy that one of their stars had such a graphic sex scene. But Angel Heart, wonderful story.
The Exorcist, the possession of the human soul. Chinatown, the mystery of the human mind. Now.
Do you know what today is? Today is Wednesday. It's anything can happen day.
My interest in Johnny is only in finding out if he's alive or if he's dead.
You want me to check it out?
Check it out.
Who are you? I'm just a guy who was paid to snoop around. I'm gonna ask you again. Where is he? I don't know.
Harry Angel has been hired to solve more than a mystery.
He's dead, Mr. Angel. And if he isn't, he is to me.
Are you afraid?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
To find more than a killer.
We don't go around murdering people, all right, Mr. Angel?
The Prince of Darkness protects the powerful.
You expect me to swallow that?
And it may cost him more than his life.
Some religions think that the egg is the symbol of the soul. Did you know that?
All I know is Johnny's running around bumping off everyone he used to know. And more it's me who's on the line for it.
Johnny's favorite was as close to true evil as she ever wanted to come.
There's death everywhere these days.
You killed him. You're trying to pin it on me.
The flesh is weak. Only the soul is immortal.
I know who I am.
Did you kill him?
I know who I am. I know who I am.
You gotta burn for this, Angel. You gotta burn for this, Angel.
In hell, hell, hell.
Harry Angel has been hired to search for the truth. Pray he doesn't find it. Angel Heart.
Nothing can stop them. No one can help you. The Believers. Starring Martin Sheen, Helen Shaver, Robert Loggia, Richard Mazer, Harley Cross, and Jimmy Smits. And if you get in their way, there's nothing between heaven and earth that can save you. Police psychiatrist Cal Jameson is plunged into a demonic nightmare when he finds Detective Tom Lopez next to the body of a ritually sacrificed child. The Believers.
There are some prayers which should never be answered.
Well, I'm very sad to report that all of the previous worthy films were defeated at the box office by Jaws the Revenge. Jaws the Revenge, who only has two claims to fame. The first being that Michael Caine got his new house built from the money he got from this. And its second claim to fame is for the tagline. This time, it's personal. And so ever since then, there have been many films after it that have used it, but I believe Jaws the Revenge is the first, and it popularized, this time, it's personal.
Instinctively, man has always been drawn to the sea. Its beauty, its mystery, its secrets. But there is also a vague uncertainty, a sense of intrusion into an alien world, where man is unwelcome. and completely at the mercy of the most terrifying predator on Earth. Man's deepest fear has risen again. Jaws, the revenge. This time, it's personal.
Well, the number 4 spot was a brighter spot than number 5. Number 4 spot was taken by the ultra-hip Lost Boys, featuring the 2 Coreys and Kiefer Sutherland as ultra-hip, wonderful vampires or vampire slayers, depending on which side you're on. See the Lost Boys. By the way, this has 2 sequels, Lost Boys The Tribe and Lost Boys The Thirst. Just give those a pass. See Lost Boys.
Michael and Sam have just moved to Santa Carla, California. They're about to discover its secret.
Notice anything unusual about Santa Carla yet?
No. It's a pretty cool place. If you're a Martian.
Or a vampire.
When you're a stranger, when you scream.
So where are you? The flying nun?
I'm your brother, Sammy. Help me!
Stay back! Stay back!
What's happening when we start? Get yourself a good sharp steak. Drive it right through his heart.
You're a vampire, Michael. My own brother, a damn blood-sucking vampire. Well, you wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
When a vampire bites it, it's never a pretty sight.
Michael, they're coming! Oh, Sam!
Well, I do love it when the numbers match up. And number 3 goes to the 3rd film in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Freddy, Robert Englund, of course, revels as Freddy in this, but it also features a returning John Saxon and Heather Langenkamp. Fairly entertaining. Pretty decent film, not great. Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Freddy's just around the corner.
Well, I find it really hard to believe that this film is not number 1. Number 2 is Arnold in The Predator. Or excuse me, in Predator. The Predator is one you can probably skip, unless like me you're a Predator completist. But 1987's Predator with Arnold Get to the chopper!
We are a rescue team, not assassins. Now, what do we gotta do?
In a part of the world where there are no rules,
We pick up their trail at the chopper, run them down, grab those hostages before anybody knows we were there. What do you mean, we?
deep in the jungle, where nothing that lives is safe.
You lose it here, you're in a world of hurt.
Showtime, kid. Knock, knock.
An elite rescue squad
You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
is being led by the ultimate warrior.
We need the best. That's why you're here.
But now,
What's got Billy so spooked? There's something out there waiting for us. And it ain't no man.
they're up against the ultimate enemy.
Holy Mother of God.
Nothing like it has ever been on Earth before.
She says the jungle just came alive and took him.
We cannot see it,
No blood, no bodies. We hit nothing.
but it sees the heat of our bodies and the heat of our fear.
Whatever it is out there, it killed Hopper. And now it wants us.
It kills for pleasure.
He was skinned alive.
It hunts for sport.
It's killing us one at a time.
We're all gonna die.
But this time, it's picked the wrong man to hunt.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
20th Century Fox presents Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator. The hunt begins Friday, June 12th at theaters everywhere.
Well, who could possibly beat Arnold in the year 1987? If I could turn back time, it'd be Cher in Witches of Eastwick. Susan Sarandon, Michelle Pfeiffer, Veronica Cartwright, and Jack Nicholson in The Witches of Eastwick. Click like, subscribe, or even comment below because I want to hear what you think.